Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are watching Drone 81 sailing in the mighty Bismarck. He's been pestering me to do this video, and I'm so happy that he has actually given me his replay file to actually commentate on it. He has also, before we get really into the game, done his own video on this, and I'll have a link up in the top right hand corner and also in the description below. I believe he puts it to the fantastic song by Sabaton. So he is pushing up this flank. He is going for the sea point, and actually I am also in this game, but I've been spectacularly up tier because I'm sailing the tier 6 premium British destroyer HMS Gallant, and I'm actually in B point at the moment, all isolated, all on my own, lonesome. So he's decided to come really far north here. He is certainly going to try and protect this flank from the enemy enveloping. And a couple of little passing shots there. And he's got the AP loaded, which is ideal for the scenario because he's got 3 cruisers coming at him. They are pretty squishy at this tier, particularly with the German caliber, because he is at top tier and I am bottom tier. So here he comes. Are they going to do it? Are they not? Oh, shots are coming out. Some good focusing fire from my side, but I do have some concerns about the general layout at the moment of the team. We have a lot of players up north here, and we have a lot of players going south. I have had to be pushed out of buoy point, so the enemy can really either go through that centre and then envelop round, or they won't do it and then it becomes a bit of a slugging match. We just have to wait and see. And oh boy, that cruiser has definitely overstayed his welcome, and that's a solid hit from the Bismarck. Shots out. It's all about who's going to get the final kill here. He's turning broadside. Got too many people firing from 2 different angles. His friendly cruiser has already died there, and well done Drone 81, picking up his first kill and close quarter expert to boot. And sure enough, the enemy are quite strong here as well. Shots out. He repaired the damage straight away because he was going to go into safety behind this island. He's still the furthest north ship we have, and he is a little isolated, but there's more than enough friendlies behind him causing havoc at long range. So this is an easy push. This is a supported push, I think is probably a better term. Come on. Oh, it's passing torpedoes. Pops his hydro just to make sure there's no others. It's always good practice if you can, because it could be a destroyer lurking behind there. And hello. Shots out again. How's he going to do? Oh, Monarch. No cigar. The German dispersion there being particularly poor, which was pretty standard during the Second War. The dispersion was poor, relatively poor, particularly on the Bismarck, who was a brand new ship, to be honest. The first of the big ships that the Germans ever built, and the last. No, sorry, the Tirpitz was obviously the last. So here he comes. Getting to secondary range. This is where the Bismarck excels, and German battleships in general. Close range brawling. Oh, that Monarch. Oh dear, my friend. Come on, shots out. Oh, more torpedoes incoming. He's going to have to turn in for those. Not too much of an issue. See how many he actually picks up here. So much insert torpedo beats here. Might take 1, possibly 2. Oh, just 1. Nicely done. Perfect use of the hydro there. And sure enough, he's now angled the other way. Yes, actually overturning. This is a bit dangerous. If that Monarch's got AP loaded, this could hurt. He has turtleback armor, but it won't do that much damage. It could still do some serious penetration damage though. As that Monarch firing? Monarch is firing and completely fluffs it. Tried to go for the bow because he had high explosive loaded to get most damage. And unfortunately, that is good night Vienna. The second kill to Drone 81's name. And he's popped his fighters to see if there's extra spotting power there for anything up and about. And as we suspected, the enemy have pushed through B point and now going after A point. You can see down in the corner that the ships that went for A are now getting enveloped and encircled. So although we are up on kills at the moment, a considerable up on kills, 2-to-1 ratio, that will soon even up. Oh, even longer now. Yep, there's 3 kills. There's probably going to be even more. And there's the Prince Friedrich. He's doing the right thing and running away. Don't blame him. Any more? For any more? I do like, talking of his camo choice. This is where I think Wargaming really do great camos. They've done here it's called Under the Sea camo. So almost mimicking, if you raise the Bismarck, this is how it will look. And they also do a version when it's almost straight out the paint shop, which I kind of prefer, but each their own. But this is the most realistic camo they actually put on the German battleships. Oh dear. And as I was saying, it didn't take long for them to even up the score. We have now lost 5 ships. The enemy have lost 6. So even though we had that big advantage, that has now been scuppered. And the enemy... You quite finished, drone. You quite finished that. I'm talking to the YouTubers here. Anyway, that's quite straightforward. Evened up the scores here. So we have, and the enemy own 2 caps. Prince Friedrich is still running. That's still a good option. But with a concerted push, we could do very well. And there's a cyclone incoming, which will actually benefit us greatly, because that means we can creep up onto the enemy. And better than late than never. There you are. You just see me disappearing off to the left there. Gallant. I've been asked to go and cap the B, and I'm saying, yep, I will do. So, this camo scheme. You notice they have yellow tops to the turrets. This was German policy. It was identification for its enemy bombers. Or its friendly fighters and bombers. Because these ships were likely, certainly at the start of the war, and were fighting in the North Sea, stroke Atlantic, where they would theoretically have cover from long-range bombers, fighter cover, etc. And that's the reason for it. Now, they soon dropped this because they found out that, well, if your enemy can see it, if your friends can see it, the enemy can too. So it was soon dropped. And I must remember the ship. I think it might have been one of the Deutschland class. Grasbury, coming back from Norway, actually put tarpaulins over their turrets to try and basically sneak away. And it did actually work. So we are now pushing up here. The B cap is being capped by myself. We are now down on ships. So we have lost 6, 7, 8 there to the enemy's 6. And the Schurz is having a running gunfight. I say, whoops. Timing is everything. Was having a running gunfight there with the Tirpitz. So we know there's a Tirpitz to our left. And that's why Drone 81 is aiming his turrets there. Send his fighter up just to see if we can spot him early. We have now capped B. And we're on the ascendancy in terms of charging. And there he is. The sister ship. Shots out. And I say, let's hunt the Tirpitz. And beautiful, great strike. Angled in against the Tirpitz's gun. So he did. Return damage was very minimal. And now he's getting on the flank of the Tirpitz. Tirpitz has got torpedoes. The Bismarck has hydro. So the Tirpitz is showing more of a side, probably to get his torpedoes away. This is not a great idea, because you're now showing way too much side. And goodbye. Getting a unlikely citadel, but still very nice indeed. And he's turning in because he's expecting those torpedoes to come past, just in case they were actually sent. And you might as well go around your ring of roses. So it's myself and the Gallant here, pushing up into the B point. Myself and the Gallant? Oh dear me, slack. You can tell I'm a bit tired. I'm saying Drone 81 and myself in the Gallant pushing up towards B point. And sure enough, there's enemy torpedoes spotted by the Hipper there. But the Hipper is getting outgunned quite significantly. He's got broadside on 2 sides, and he's also got a DD that's causing issue. But because of the German layout, the German style in World of Warships, very strong, this Cyclone is still helping us. And there's the 80. Sure enough, he pops it out. Let's go for it. I do too. Let's go and see if we can get this guy. He probably wasn't expecting myself in terms of the gunnant. Shots out. We are doing some right on number, and he has gone into smoke. We are spotted again still, so something is close enough to spot us. Probably still is the destroyer, because obviously the bloom radius of the gun's firing. But look at that. I spotted something else. Torpedoes are out towards the left. This is not great news. I wanted to flush that DD out, and now I can't. I have to turn to go broadside with him. But thankfully, Drone 81 is here and gets the kill. All overpens for the win. But we still know there's something down there. What is it? We don't quite know. But I had to pop my smoke because of it. And sure enough, got a torpedo hit. And that has definitely indicated to Drone 81 where we are, or where the enemy is. With a bit of luck, that enemy will push me. And then Drone 81 can do the coup de grace. But what is it? Is it a brawler? Is it a cruiser? Is it the other destroyer? There's torpedoes out. It's the Geisenhower. Just briefly spotted there. Oh, he has seen drone. There's obviously the other battleship type that the Germans had during the Second World War. Sporting the guns she should have had, rather than the guns she actually had, which is on the Scharnhorst in-game. Torpedoes out from myself. It's turning broadside. Got a fire from the secondaries. Oh dear. Beautiful. Bringing up the Kraken. And I think those torpedoes were looking good. And now it's the Talon. This is, again, not an even fight, really. The Talon is definitely better at long range rather than close-up brawling. But she does have torpedoes, which is probably what the idea is. Again, he is showing his broadside. He has a secondary build. The Kagero has been spotted. Focus the secondaries on the Kagero. A couple of hits and he's down. The Talon is firing at myself. He's got the destroyer. Does he get the double kill? No, he doesn't. Or double strike. But he's now pulling away. That torpedo is not close enough now. So it's only a matter of time again. Some beautiful play. Come on. Do I get the kill? Does drone get the kill? Come on. Guns are almost loaded. I must get the kill. Come on. No. Such a disappointment, my friend. I want to kill in this game. You're just stealing them all. There's one left. And that's the Prince Friedrich from earlier. So I say, well, I'm not going to be in this fight considering I had so little health. The enemy we had just turned the points into our advantage after all that. So it took us nearly the entire game to swing the points advantage back because the enemy had to catch for such a long period. But it's all dependent on what this guy does. Is he going to go for broke? Is he going to go for A? There he's been spotted myself. It's on the minimap. There he is. Prince Friedrich. Come on. Shuts out. You deserve this, drone. You deserve this one. And a beautiful strike. Again showing broadside. Might as well. Get the turrets firing. Secondaries loaded. Dude. Are you going to get it? Oh, dispersion. Secondaries are out again. Brilliant. Shots. There we are. Come on. And death. Well played, my friend. Well played. Very calculated effort. Well done. Let's bring up the result screen. And what a result screen. 136,000 points of damage. Kraken, Dreadnought, Fireproof, and 2 secondary hits as well. And just shy of 2,000 points base XP. Thank you very much for allowing me to have your replay. Check his video out in the description below. And, well, like and subscribe. And I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.